I had a creepy story from when I worked at a bistro. There was this regular. He was very well known, and so I got to know him too. It's gonna be a really weird story. I worked in a privately owned bistro that I was gonna take over, or well, I have taken over basically. There was this one regular customer, older man. He was a trucker. He was a very passionate trucker. So he sometimes was there every day. Sometimes he didn't show up for a couple weeks, but he was a trucker. And like I said, when you're a trucker, you kind of work different places. So you're not always a regular 24/7, right? But when he's around, he's coming to the store daily. Everyone knew him, except for me because I was new. But I quickly got to know him because one, he spoke fluent English. As someone who gets around lots, he spoke really good English. And yeah, he was just genuinely a nice old dude. Nice old dude. He was almost always there outside of prime time, rush hour. So I was just doing my thing, talking to him on the side when I had the time to. It was nice. It was nice. Dude shows me his pictures that he drew. They look great. They look great. And he asked me if he can draw me. I was like, I'm gonna be honest. He was a dude with pretty decent humor. I was like, I'm gonna be honest. When I'm off work, I wanna go fucking home. I don't wanna stay and wait for you to draw me, but your art is great. And he was like, wow, that's a shame because your hair, it's so beautiful and so long, and it would look so nice if you could braid it and like put it over your shoulders and I could draw that. And I'm like, that's really sweet of you, thank you, but no. So time goes by. He keeps asking me occasionally. I'm just giving him the no. But he keeps being so weirdly close. Like, he was a regular. And so sometimes with regulars you shake hands or you give them a pat on the shoulder or some shit. But you know when people just do it too much, they hold your hand a little too long and too tight when you shake their hand. When they give you a pat on the shoulder, they go a little bit too much into the shoulder, just grabbing onto it for a while, caressing your shoulder. It's like, don't do that. And so I was eventually getting a bit creeped out by him. And one day he comes into the store and he goes, can I take a picture of your hair? And I'm like, huh? And he's like, you know, so I can draw it. You said that you're not comfortable staying after work hours. I get that, you know, like. And I'm like, what do you mean picture? Like, you're gonna take a picture? And he was like, yeah, like just a picture of just your hair. I just wanna see your hair. I'm like, just say I had this weird pressure and I was oddly insecure back then. It's been a couple years since that job. I've been oddly insecure and I was just like, just the hair, don't have my face on there or anything. You can have my hair, but that's it. So he stayed all day waiting for me to be off work because it was a busy day. And I didn't know, but my guy had the camera already with him. So he goes to his truck and grabs the camera and he asks, picture now? And I'm like, no thanks, I'm good. Also the lighting is kind of shitty. And he's like, oh, that's fine, we can go outside. And I'm like, I'd rather not. And then this dude, he asks if he can accompany me on my way home because his truck is right outside the front door too. And I'm like, well, I can't really tell you where to go if you're leaving the door the same time as me going to your truck. Like, okay, sure. So my guy literally camped waiting for me to finish my shift I changed into my, usual out of my work clothes. He camped there. And then he leaves the door with me. However, my guy with camera in his hands did not walk towards his truck, but followed me home. And I was like, isn't your truck over there? And he was like, yeah, I'm just enjoying the scenery a little bit. Just, it's nice to get some fresh air sometimes. I'm like, bro. And then he asked to take a fucking picture and I'm like, no, bro, no. So I go, shit, I forgot something at work after I realized this fucking creep is literally fucking following me around. And the way home is creepy because I am walking down very unpopular pathways. Because the place is so like in the middle of nowhere. Very little traffic, very little people. No one's out on the streets. So I go, I forgot something at work. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. Dude still follows me! Back to work! I go to the back entrance. He has to obviously use the front entrance. I got to my boss and I'm like... let's call her Carol. I'm like, Carol. This man, let's call him Bob. Sorry, Bobs. Bob is being creepy. And I explained everything to her that has happened up until this point. And she's like, Lily, just wait here half an hour. I'll handle it. She put this guy in place so fucking hard. The only time I've ever seen her do that is when there was a hair in the food and the customer blamed me for the hair. And then my boss goes, first of all, that's my hair. You can see that's quite literally my hair. Why? Because I prepared the food. She doesn't even fucking touch it. 2, you do not talk to my employers like that. Anyway, Giga Chat boss. She put that dude in place. I don't know if she called police or something. I don't know what she did. I was at work for like an extra half an hour. And the dude has never showed up. Ever again. And I've continued to work there for like another 2 years or something. My dude never showed up ever again. Bob was gone. He never appeared at the store ever again. And I was so happy. It was so fucking creepy. I hated that. I hated everything about that day so fucking much. It was awful. I hated it.